behind those friendly graphics and cute emojis are dark, tragic, and heartbreaking stories that only select few remembers. I am but a traveling minstrel that survived the test of time, and my mission? To celebrate the heroics and feats of the unsung heroes, to curse the lies and deception of the beings pulling the strings, to delve to the history and lore of Rune Midgard.
Whereas the kingdom of Rune Midgard is the cradle of magic, the great republic of Swaltz, on the other hand, is the center of technology, with the Rekenber Corporation spearheading the great technological revolution of the current era. Founded shortly after the fall of Glassheim, what has been a small research center under its director, Zenith Zertel Lighthal, became one of the premier modern organization that even threatens to rival the century-old Kafra Corporation. The Rekenber has been initially founded with a vision to understand the world of magic in a more logical perspective and develop technology that would help improve the quality of life of the people. And in the year 700, Varmundt, the tenured professor from Juno, who is one of the few survivors of the Glassheim incident, has joined the corporation under one condition: that they will fund his ongoing experiments. This genius mind has almost single-handedly carried the Rekenber Corporation to become the Republic's biggest company, with the invention of the replica of the Heart of Ymir called Runestone, a power source that's capable to even levitate the ancient floating city of Juno. But this groundbreaking discovery of the great sage also comes with a great cost. Greed for power has started to creep the higher-ups of the corporation, and decided to use the sage's invention to create mechanical robots for military use. Varmundt, disagreeing with the corporation's plan, has severed his ties and left Rekenber, leaving them with an unfinished work which he continued somewhere else. Meanwhile, without Varmundt's help, the corporation has no other choice but to continue the experiments with themselves, using what was left of the sage's research materials. But their finished product is not as great as what Varmundt could have made. With their own version of the runestone, they created robotic guardians similar to the ones being currently sold to guard the guild castles, and had them tested for battle. These guardians were assigned together with the mercenary group protecting the Republic that is mostly composed of gunslingers, but tensions rose quickly as the mercenaries had felt that they will be eventually replaced by these mechanical beings. Then one day, an incident has occurred. One of the guardians has killed the commander of the Black Canine Mercenaries, in which the corporation has tried to downplay it as only a programming error. But even with the corporation's effort to conceal the incident, the death of the commander has quickly spread among the ranks of the mercenaries, and the rebellion was born. The former mercenaries turned rebels stormed towards the Rekenber headquarters, but even if their army is large, the combined forces of the Rekenber's robotic guardians and the elite soldiers of the Republic has intercepted the rebels and overpowered them. Many of them died, and the survivors retreated towards the mansion of Varmundt. It is unclear whether the rebels had forced their way towards Varmundt's mansion, or the famed sage himself, not liking what the corporation is doing with his invention, has invited the rebels to his home. But it is clear that the climax of the rebellion has occurred during the siege on Varmundt's mansion. The Rekenber has announced that they will eliminate everyone. This caused great commotion among the rebels inside the mansion. Some wants to negotiate peace, others wants to escape, but majority wants to stay and fight until their last breath. And when the nightfall comes, the guardians have started to move, but the rebels were able to keep them at bay with the help of the mansion's defenses. Still, many tried to escape under the cover of darkness, but all has been captured and promptly executed. Knowing that they won't be able to hold on forever, the rest of the rebellion did a last-ditch attempt to launch a full offensive, but failed miserably, as a traitor opened the gates, allowing the guardians to storm inside and massacred everyone. The mansion has been burned to the ground together with the rebels, while the research notes and ancient mechanical relics of the siege has been stolen by the corporation. As for Varmundt himself, his remains has not been found, but without any words from him for years since the incident, he was presumed dead, a casualty of the rebellion. The aftermath of the battle stigmatized the Rekenber Corporation. The excessive force to quench the rebellion has resulted to public outcry, in which several Rekenber leaders and even the Republic's Prime Minister, Donir, was forced to resign. But even with the backlash, the Rekenber Corporation still fallen deep into madness, with the help of the new research materials stolen in Varmundt's mansion. The experiments on the imitation of the heart of Ymir no longer stops on the robotic guardians, but also spread to the experiments on human beings. This unethical practice has once again awoken the hate that the remaining members of the mercenary group had hidden all these years, and this time around, with the support of the Schwarzwald government, a new uprising is once again brewing. The secret ring has been formed, and is now recruiting former Gunslinger Mercenaries to aid their cause, and to once again rise and free the Republic against this evil corporation.